The DG-Connect designer is capable of duplicating objects side by side, also known as step and repeat. This function is useful in the case of producing sticker sheets and other product types where multiple similar objects are needed. This tutorial will demonstrate the duplicate side-by-side functionality on a simple object, but the objects can be as complex as needed. The transform tool located on the right side holds functionalities for both positioning, rotating, and mirroring objects with high precision. But the tool also holds functions for duplicating objects. Firstly, 2 copies are to be created in the X direction, meaning horizontally. Type in the required number of copies. Insert a value in both position X and Y to position the first copy. In this case, the value for position X will be the width of the object to be copied, plus the current value of the X position, plus the intended margin between the 2 objects. The Y position will be the same as the existing object. Then type in the offset for the consecutive copies. Offset X is the margin or the space between the copies calculated from one point on the object to the same point on the next copy. Offset Y is set to 0 to keep the copies on the same horizontal line. Click Duplicate to have Designer perform the task. To duplicate vertically, the same workflow applies. Activate the object or objects to be copied. Open the Transform tool. Type in the number of copies required. To place the copies in the same horizontal position as the original object, position X needs to be the same X position value. Position Y of the first copy is calculated by adding the height of the object, plus the Y position plus the margin. 5 mm for Y position, plus the object height, plus 5 mm margin. Offset X is set to 0 to keep the same vertical position of the copies. Offset Y is the margin, or the space, between the copies calculated from one point on the object to the same point on the next copy. Click Duplicate to apply the settings to the object.